Yo, what is good? We're back with another video. Today we're going to be going over the two trades that I took. Right here you can see I took a break even, and then on a separate account I did take a long on the NQ. It paid, but we're going to go over this trade first. Remember, I do not trade copy. I never copy my trades on any accounts. So that's the reason I took separate trades on separate accounts. And if we take a look at the combine, you see I'm up $32, and that's because I took it off at break even because I realized I was only trading and I wanted to get that account green because I banked a lot on the other account that I'm going to show you after we go over this trade, and I just wanted to get that combine account padded even more and get to passing it. So I took that trade at break even because I realized it was not a good trade, and I just shouldn't have taken it. So I took that trade off, break even on the combine account, but on the fundeds, I'm going to go over the two trades. So this right here, it was a unicorn setup, right? If we go to the 15-minute, we see NQ or ES takes out this low. We actually form SMT here, and this was a great long on the NQ because if we take a look at the NQ, we see NQ at that time. This is NQ, nowhere close to taking that low. But if we zoom in up here on the top left, let me take all this stuff off. Up here on the top left, you see that we are in this 1 hour imbalance. What did I say in, I don't know if I made a video on SMT recently. I can make a video for this weekend on SMT so you can understand how I'm using it. But right here, it is a high probability SMT because ES is taking out this low while NQ is trading in a bullish PD array. So you could have slapped a long on there as soon as we pulled up beneath this or above this low. As soon as we take it and then pull back up, you can slap a long on there, or you can take it as soon as we get in there, risk off the fair value gaps candle, and then take it to buy side. Right, we took out all these highs. I was surprised we didn't take this high though. I expect us to take it out, but I don't know. But right here on the ES, you see that we take that low out and we expand higher. I was expecting to just rally. I was expecting higher. If you watched my weekly analysis video that I dropped yesterday, you know that my analysis, right here on the hourly chart, it's perfect. Go watch it if you haven't so you can see how I came to the conclusion that this right here is what happened, and I was not surprised at all to see it happen. The only thing I'm surprised about is not running these highs. So this trade right here, right, we have a high, we have a lower low, and then we have an expansion through this high. We now have a breaker. So I put my limit right there at the breaker. I don't want to have it at the fair value gap because breakers are more sensitive than a fair value gap alone. So I put it at the top of this and was expecting higher. The reason I took this trade off was because I was watching Top Step TV and they said Fed speaker coming on right now. And I was like, oh, what? And then this candle dropped. If you were on the charts, you saw this candle just dump, and I was like, oh shit. So as soon as I had my stop right here, so I was risking 9 points and I was targeting this high. So if we do this 9 points up to here, it's a 1 to 2.4, so the RR is there. It's a good trade, but as soon as we were down here whenever I pulled up Forex Factory, and I was like, oh dude, there is a Fed speaker. So then when I got back on here, I was at my break-even price and I just took it off because I was not trying to, even though we did come back up and run the highs and we did have equal highs, I was not trying to get caught in something stupid. So that's the reason I took that trade off. Not trying to get caught in something stupid. But if we take a look at another account, I'm going to pull this account up. I don't know if you guys, like, I'd show you the accounts, but I don't know if you guys can, like, steal my information. So I'm just, if somebody lets me know, I'll show you the accounts. But right now I'm just going to keep going with this. So let's pull up NQ. You see, boom, boom, right here, bought one, sold one. It was a plus 1K trade. Why did I take this long? So wait, hold on. Right here you see this. We didn't get to that one. Wait, did we hit CE of this wick? No. Okay, so we were in this 15-minute imbalance, right? You can see it down here in the bottom left if you get confused, but right there's the 15-minute imbalance. I actually went to the 1-minute chart for this, even though I didn't have to, but I souped the low, right? I took it as soon as we pulled below it and then pulled straight back up, slapped a long on there. That's why I got filled a little higher than the actual low, about a point or almost 2 points. And then I wanted to target the highs, because we had this breaker form. I almost added, but I didn't really want to. This was what, 86? That's almost 50 points above my average price, so that's the reason I didn't add. But the reason I took this off is because honestly I wanted the gratification of souping. I never, like, if you watch all my trade recaps, I never soup lows, so this was new to me. I never take turtle soups. Like, I usually just wait for my fair value gap, breaker block, second order block entry, one of those things. But right here I souped it. And if we take a look at the ES right here, we see that we formed that SMT. Why is it a high probability SMT? Because we're in a higher time frame PD array, the 15-minute imbalance and 15-minute breaker. So that's why I took the soup. I was expecting higher, and what better way than to turtle soup a low? And the thing is, I was expecting this candle to turn into an order block anyway. Why? Because we soup a low, and then we would get an expansion higher to close above this. This now turns into an order block, so here could have been my second ad. I had it marked off. If you're not following my Instagram, go follow it. I'm going to post the live trade that I took. I recorded the trade, so go check it out. But right here, I had this marked as an order block, and I was expecting this to turn into a breaker, and I was expecting an expansion through it to turn into a fair value gap. So what does that all come from? It all comes from a turtle soup. A turtle soup starts every move in the markets. A turtle soup will, like this move right here, started from a turtle soup, these lows. ES, this move right here started from a turtle soup, this low right here. This move down started from a turtle soup. We souped this high. All moves start from a turtle soup. All PD arrays are formed from turtle soups. So that's the reason I was expecting higher anyway. I was expecting this to turn to an order block anyway. So why not just soup the low, and then I could potentially add if I want to. So that's the reason I souped the low instead of waited, because if I got filled up here, I would have never hit my target anyway. We actually formed an SMT right here. ES took out these highs, NQ was right here. So that's the reason I souped instead of waited for a PD array to get respected and take a long. But yeah, those were the two trades. This combine account, break even, plus 32. I took the trade off just because I realized what I was doing. I was being stupid. I was trying to get this account closer to passing just because my other accounts were, or my other account, the other one's break even. It's like plus $37. I was only trying to get this one to closer to passing because of catching that big trade on the NQ. That plus $1,000 trade, I just wanted to get this account closer to passing. So I took that trade off, and it was a forced trade. So you can recognize when you're doing something wrong. I was doing something wrong, so I took the trade off. There's no you have to have humility in the markets so you can admit when you're wrong. If you don't admit when you're wrong, look at this. I took a long. Look at NQ now. I took a long up here on that account just because I wanted to be green on it. So I didn't have a stop loss either. The account would be minus 1K drawdown just because I wanted that account to be green. Just because I had an account be green on the Trade Evade accounts. That's the only reason I took the long. So I admitted to myself I should not be in this trade. I took the trade off, and I'm up on the day. It is what it, like, all the accounts are, well, 2 are break even, 1 is green. So those are the trades that I took. On this account, I'll show you the trade that I actually took. This is micro Nasdaq. They're the same exact thing. 1 minute. I even went to the 1 minute chart on this. I know I did it on the soup, but I didn't have to. I just did because I wanted to see that candle get pulled back up. I took a long right here. Right here in this fair value gap, I took a long. See how far, like, we're in a deep premium. We are above 8:30 and midnight. We are, from this current dealing range that we're in, we are in a premium. From here, or from this low to this high, we are in a deep premium. From the overall range that came from this high to this low, we are in a premium. From the overall range from AM session, we are in a huge premium. So no, there was zero reason to slap a long on there. And I'm glad that I admitted to myself I should not be in it, took the trade off, and I have to journal, stop doing stupid things, because that's what will blow accounts. Other than that, those were the trades that I took. If you're not in the free Discord, go join it. It is linked down below. I'm out of here. Peace.